Johanna Brandt, the prophetess of South Africa, was not content with visions of ordinary days. By the time we reach her Week 7 revelations, her voice joins Sienner's in a haunting duet. If Sienner painted the apocalypse as storm and fire, Johanna painted it as a spiritual trial. Nations weighed in the balance, souls tested by fire, the world herself groaning like a woman in labor. Johanna saw a world trembling, not only from bombs and battles, but from the very earth beneath our feet. Earthquakes tore cities apart, tidal waves rose, swallowing harbors, mountains split open, spewing fire into the night. To her, this was not simply natural disaster, it was the earth mirroring the chaos of human souls. As above, so below, she seemed to say. The spiritual collapse of humanity shook creation itself. She described what she called the Great Purge. Cities emptied, populations fled, disease swept like shadow through the camps of survivors. And yet for Johanna, the purge was not meaningless, it was sifting. The arrogant, the cruel, the faithless were like chaff blown away. What remained? The poor in spirit, the humble, the kind. These were the seeds of the future. Johanna spoke of a night when the skies burned red, not metaphor, but literal, as though the heavens themselves had caught fire. People stumbled into the streets, their faces bathed in crimson glow. To many readers today, this sounds eerily like auroras, nuclear skies, or atmospheric firestorms. But Johanna interpreted it as a sign of judgment, the world entering its final birth pangs. Like Sienner, Johanna foresaw the collapse of Europe. But her imagery was sharper. She saw kings fleeing palaces in the night. She saw leaders dragged before angry mobs. She saw flags torn down and burned in city squares. And yet she added something chilling. She described a false peace that followed. A global authority rising, promising to restore order. But Johanna warned it was a counterfeit light, a last deception before the true dawn. In her visions, Johanna saw small groups, ragged, barefoot, often hungry, gathering in wilderness and mountains. Yet she described them glowing with faith. She wrote, "They sang songs the world had forgotten. They lifted their eyes, and though all around them fell, their hearts were not afraid." To her, the apocalypse was not only destruction, it was purification. Humanity stripped down to its essence, rediscovering the eternal. Johanna described a final confrontation between darkness and light. She saw cities consumed not just by war, but by despair itself. Suicide, madness, cruelty became epidemic. But in this darkness, the remnant stood. She saw them carrying lamps that did not go out, even when wind and storm howled. This was her image of faith, unbreakable, untouchable. And then, silence. The storm passed. Johanna closed her Week 7 visions with the same strange hope as Sienner. After ruin, she saw fields planted again, children laughing by rivers, families gathering under the sun. But she emphasized, this was not a return to the old world. The empires, the arrogance, the greed, all gone. What remained was simpler, purer, more human. The apocalypse, she declared, was not the end. It was the great cleansing before the beginning. And so, in Week 7, Johanna Brandt stands alongside Sienner van Rensburg. 2 prophets, 2 visions, 1 message. Humanity will walk through darkness, but dawn waits on the other side. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. See you next time.